Okay, so wala nang magjo-join. At exactly 11:15, iko-close ko na po yung link. Kaya sa mga kaklase ninyo na hindi makapag-join, sabihan niyo sila na they still have time po. Hindi po ako mag-a-accept kapag hindi sila nakapag-join within 11:15. Okay, guys, tanong ko lang, did I already discuss a lesson to you o hindi pa?
Hindi pa po, ma'am.
Nakapag-discuss na po ba ako? Hindi pa 'no, kasi wala kayong pasok nung Wednesday pala 'no, last week. Okay. Pero may activity na kayo, nag-activity na kayo? Okay. Okay, sige. So, visible yung ano ko na screen ko. Hindi mo na ako makakapag-open cam ngayon kasi tawag na dito, masamang pakiramdam ko eh. And hindi na ako nag-ayos. So, bear with me kung pa-stop-stop ako or mag-mute ako kasi inuubo at sinisipon pa ako. So, hindi ko sana kayo imi-mute pero baka hindi, tawag na rito, meron na kasing kayo na lang yung mga blocks na hindi ko pa nami-meet yung Wednesday class ko. So, ganito na lang. Pagpasensyahan niyo na lang ha if hindi ako tuloy-tuloy na makapag-discuss. Okay? So, let's wait pa at until 11:15 po. Then, start na tayo ng discussion.
Te, wala ka mabasahang? Wala.
Okay, so let's start na po. Again, good morning everyone. Can you please turn on your camera po para nakikita ko kayo kahit na hindi niyo ako nakikita. Turn on your camera, everyone. How about the others? Nasend ko na ba sa GC natin yung activity format ninyo? Ay, wala pa. Parang second meet pa lang natin to, no?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, sige. Hindi ko pa na-send nga. Oo, tama. Second meet pa lang ito. Okay. Sige. So, our first topic, which is our module 1, is entitled Introduction to Life and Works of Carlos Bulusan. So, bago ko mag-discuss, let me remind you na please do not screenshot the screen that I am presenting. You can take notes para meron kayong i-review kasi po. Wait lang. Ayan. Meron kayong i-review kasi after my 2 lessons, on Monday, you will be having your first quiz po. Hindi ko po siya pwedeng i-post kasi sa OAP natin kasi wala pa pong approval. Although tapos na yung modules, tapos na yung syllabus, pero hindi pa kasi naibabalik yung papers na for approval namin. So please, I encourage you guys to take notes po. Lalong-lalo na yung mga important details or information about the discussion. Okay? So, kapag medyo hindi nyo naintindihan yung salita ko, i-call out nyo ako sa GC na. Kapag ma'am hindi po maganda yung internet po ninyo, ganun nyo ako para alam ko guys. Okay, so gaya nga ng introduction natin, it is highlights or this module contains a brief introduction to life and works of Carlos Bulusan. That was highlighting the situation and experiences of a Filipino immigrant in America. Also, we will tackle here how Carlos Bulusan became a voice to thousands of Filipino immigrants in America. Okay? So, let us know first who is Carlos Bulusan. Ayan. Carlos Bulusan has a nickname Alos and he is a Filipino writer and labor activist. So, aside from pagiging writer, he is a labor activist po. So, what do we mean by activist? Anyone? When we say activist, what does it mean? Guys, may idea pag sinabing activist? Hindi nyo alam? Okay, Miss Erasga.
Parang sa ano po, groups po or association or organization po, parang yung leader po something. Parang may
Okay.
goal po sila na mag-hit, parang
O-
isa po, ganun po.
Okay. Any other idea? When we say activist or labor activist? Yes, Mr. Vergara.
Ma'am, ano po siya, isang taong nakikipaglaban po against social injustices po.
Okay, very good. So, thank you, Miss Erasga and Mr. Vergara. Ayan. Remind you again na to those students na nakikipag-participate during discussion is meron pong plus points sa recitation. Okay? So, Ayan, tama yung sinabi nung dalawa. They are the person or a individual who is a participate a group. Ayan. So, malalaman ninyo what are the labor unions na on our preceding modules na kinasangkutan si Bulusan. Okay? He is also known for his autobiography, America is in the Heart. Kakambal sa pangalan ni Bulusan, ang America is in the Heart. Kasi ito yung one of his literary piece na kung saan nakilala po siya. Okay? The themes of the published works of Bulusan are this one, the racism, capitalism, and worker liberation. And one of the significant work of Bulusan is to give a voice to Filipino immigrants in America. Guys, anong immigrants? When we say immigrants, ano po yun? Yes, Mr. Lemon.
Ma'am, sila po yung nagwo-work po sa ibang bansa na wala pong working visa.
Okay. So when we say immigrants are early Filipino immigrants these are the what we call Pinoys. Okay, so these are the context of the Filipino immigrants in America. What or ano yung sitwasyon nila during Carlos Bulusan time. Okay. So early Filipino immigrants face severe economic struggles. And when they are facing the economic struggles, they had what we call this one, the limited or limit yung pagkakaroon nila ng interaction with the American citizens. That's why one of the experiences na meron sila is unang-una nilang finu-fulfill is their basic needs. What are those basic needs? It's the food, shelter, and the clothing before focusing on other capacities like writing. Let us not define it in the meaning na hindi siya capacity para magsulat. 'Di ba? Sa inyo na lang, kapag gutom kayo, hindi kayo productive. Okay? So, yung mga Filipino nung time na yon, imbis na magkaroon pa sila ng another productive work, is hindi. Kasi ang unang-unang sinesecure po nila is their basic needs. Kasi nga po, on my next slide po, malalaman ninyo bakit ang inuuna nila is their basic needs. Okay? So Filipinos were categorized as Asian Americans. Although they are categorized Asian Americans, ayan, during that time, they are rarely represented as individual. Parang nandun sila pero wala sila. Okay? Hindi nagmamatter or hindi nakikita sa American historical literature ang mga Filipinos during that time. Okay? So, these are the challenges faced by Filipino immigrants. Ayan. Ito na yung sinasabi ko kanina sa inyo na economic struggles nila. The economic opportunities. Okay? We have the mindset na kapag pupunta tayo ng ibang bansa, okay, 'di ba, para magkaroon tayo ng magandang trabaho, okay? Ito yung opportunity na kung saan makakapagbigay tayo ng magandang buhay sa family natin dito. But during that time, they face discrimination and limited job options. Okay? And uso noon nung time nila yung white hegemony, wherein white Americans viewed Filipino as cheap laborers and also a troublemakers. That's why they are limiting their social mobility or the social interaction with those people, okay, with those Pinoy po. And the survival strategies here. Okay, so para maka-survive sila, magkakaroon sila ng mga basic needs na kailangan nila, they resorted to crime and gambling so that they can survive in a society na hindi sila tinatanggap. Okay? So, ayun po. That's why, sabi dito, rarely seen ang mga individual sa American literature during that time kasi nga po, ang pakikipag ang pakikitungo nila sa mga Filipino is a cheap labor and also a troublemakers lang po sila. Okay? So these are the jobs that was offered to the Filipino immigrants during that time. They are employed in a physically demanding and unskilled labor. Hindi nagmamatter kung may natapos sila. As long as kapag sila is na-identify that Filipino, those are the jobs that were given to them. The physically demanding and unskilled jobs. What are those? The picking crops, packing and canning, although they are employed in factories, but those are the jobs na binibigay lang sa kanila. And also, the dishwashing and house cleaning. Okay? So makikita ninyo, although pwede naman sila on a job na mas mataas sa mga ganyan, pero hindi. Kaya nga during the time nasabi na there is a discrimination with the Filipino and the Americans. So let us move on to Bulusan's writing career. Ayan. Published works or Bulusan published works appeared in newspaper, journals, poetry collections, and magazines in both the US and in the Philippines. So kahit na nasa US siya during the time, those works are appeared here also in the Philippines because napapublish siya dito. That's why this is one of the reason why Carlos Bulusan or the life of Carlos Bulusan is included on your curriculum. Kasi nga po si Bulusan is taga dito sa Binalunan and meron siyang malaking contribution para para maging aware yung mga ibang tao, ibang lahi na ganun pala yung nangyayari sa mga Filipino during that time. Okay, so during their time, masasabi nilang hero nila si Bulusan. Okay, so malalaman niyo yan kapag sa mga preceding modules natin. Okay, Bulusan or his writings were translated into foreign languages and published also internationally. Bulusan sought to represent the Filipino immigrant experience and raise awareness about their struggles. Kasi kapag na-raise yung awareness na those experience pala ay mga nangyayari pala sa kanila is gano'n, 'di ba magkakaroon ng action? Um, Hindi naman pare-pareho ang mindset noon ng mga businessmen. That's why nung nalaman nila na ganito pala yung nangyari sa kanila, nagkakaroon ng pagbabago on how they view the Filipino there. Okay? So, asan na ako? Ayan, Bulusan as a writer and a labor activist. So, nasabi natin kanina na hindi lang siya isang manunulat, but also a labor activist. He was active in labor unions po. And ginamit niya yung kanyang writing skills to bring about the societal change. It advocate the workers' rights and also the social justices po. He also represented unity of thought and action in his efforts to improve the lives of Filipino immigrants. Bulusan gave a name, face, and voice to countless Filipino immigrants. His works remains an important part of the Filipino-American history and literature. And Bulusan's impact continues to inspire activism, societal change or social change, and the recognition of marginalized voice. Okay? So, ayan. Nakapaloob ito sa module 1 activity ninyo na kung saan na-explain niyo po siya. Ayan. Guys, tanong ko lang pala, did you already submit your hard copies activity?
Yes po, ma'am. Yung printed po, ma'am.
Oo.
Yes po, ma'am.
Kala niyo sinubmit sa akin. Sa akin niyo ba sinubmit, guys?
Yes, ma'am. Dalawa po kami ni Erasgang nagsubmit.
Ay, oo pala. Naalala ko. Nandito nga. Okay. So, ayan. After kong i-discuss yung module 2 natin, guys, magbibigay ulit ako ng another activity. Then, you will pass it on your face-to-face again, no? Then, same process po tayo. Asan na yung module 2 ko? Okay, we still have more time. That's why I'm going to discuss the module 2 po para makahabol po tayo sa ibang klase. Kasi magmo-module 3 na kami. Kaya I need to discuss it to you. Kahit na pagod na ako magsalita. Okay, let me know kapag visible po yung screen. Visible? Okay, puntahan natin. Ayan si Bulusan pala, guys. Okay. Puntahan natin yung module 2, okay? Wait lang. Okay. So, puntahan na natin yung module 2 ninyo. It is all about ALOS in the Philippines. This module will present the background of the life of Bulusan family. This includes Carlos' parents, livelihood, and a concrete description of the house where they live. Carlos' childhood experience will also be briefly tackled. An in-depth discussion of ALOS childhood will be discussed in Module 8. America is in the heart. Some Ilocano Pangasinan terms will also be encountered within this module. Okay? So let's go to your lecture. Ayan. Carlos Alos Sampayan Bulusan is the full name po ni Carlos Bulusan. And he was born on November 2, 1911 in Mangusmana, Binalunan, Pangasinan. His father, Simeon Bulusan, was a sharecropper. What do we mean by sharecropper po? When we say sharecropper? Guys, what do we mean by sharecropper? Okay, Mr. Narito.
Yung parang nangungupahan po ng lupa, madam.
Okay, or nakikisaka.
Oh.
Okay? Who could barely afford what little land he had. Bulusan's mother, Otola Sampayan, supports Simeon by selling salted fish and salt and beans in the public market. So these are the, according to autobiography of Bulusan, which is The America is in the Heart, he had 6 siblings. Namely, ito yung pangalan nung kapatid ni Bulusan in America is in the Heart or in the pen name po nila. While there is a research in the year 2016 by Piring, it was found out that ito po yung mga tunay na pangalan nung kapatid ni Bulusan. So, take note of those. Makikita ninyo, merong 3 question mark between Dionisio to Apolonio. Ayan. There is a question mark there because it was found out that or there were no records na nahanap to determine the birth order of those 3. That's why their ages may not correlate with the other autobiography characters. Okay? It is also arranged from oldest to youngest. Ayan, yung pangalan. Okay? Na-take note nyo yung mga pangalan ng kapatid niya? Puntahan natin yung they live in a little grass hut in Mangusmana, the old house of Binalun or Bulusan in Binalunan. So this is the description of the house where Bulusan lived. Okay, it was described by Milagros and Elizabeth, the daughters of Scholastica. Okay, the family owned a 5-hectare farmland that lies at the bank of the Tuboy River. So ito yung pinakikisakahan nung pamilya ni Bulusan. According to the Ranchang 2006, as stated by Raymondo Bulusan Jr., the farm is not productive because it was stony, sandy, and crisscrossed by huge roots of trees extended from the desert from the forested area that bounded the eastern part of the property. Okay, so according to the description, hindi po applicable for rice land yung pinakikisakahan ni Bulusan. Okay? In farming that piece of land, it was impossible to work by him alone. Even with the help of his sons, for certain times, it was still an impossible task. They had 2 carabaos, but this doesn't mean that they are well off. The family had no helpers. They only had farm help. And in Pangasinan po, a farmer of 2 or more hectares needed farm help. This practice is called kasugpon in Ilocano, take note, and kasamak in Pangasinan. Kahit naman ngayon, di ba, kapag may mga farm help tayo, they were tawag na nito, ginagawa pa rin natin that they were paid with palay after the harvest time. Diba? And the amount of palay depends on the amount of harvest. So, ganun yung nangyayari kapag merong tayong or meron tayong sasaka sa lupa na sa atin. To be able to harvest the ripened grains on time, many people, usually women, were needed. The harvester cut the stalk one at a time. So, ito yung time na kung saan, kung familiar kayo sa gapas na sinasabi nila, di ba? Ayan. During this time, then their time also, they're doing that. And they use a gum lang. It is a tiny rice cutter placed between the finger. Pero 'di ba sa atin, alam niyo yung ano ng tawag sa ginagamit nila? The wait lang, alam ko 'yon. Yung kapag naggagapa sila yung para lang alam, yung kumpay na sinasabi nila. Yeah, that one. So, yun yung ginagamit sa atin ngayon. Pero during the time, gum lang yung ginagamit nila to cut the stalk from the grains. And meron din silang bilang kapag inaano na nila siya, ayun, tinatali na yung mga palay na kanilang iha-harvest. Okay, so each tie bundle was called pingi, ayan, and 6 pingi is equal to a pungo, 20 pungo is called uyon. So, ayan, hindi ko siya alam kung anong word yung mga yan. Okay, the Bulusan's farm was considered third class and it can only yield more or less 25 kabans at 5 pesos. So, the family income in palay was only 125 per year. And with additional 25 pesos for their income on corn and vegetables. So approximately, the annual income of the family is 150 pesos. And if we convert it in a monthly basis, they had only 12.50 pesos per month. Okay? Take note also the varieties of rice during the time of Bulusan. Ito yon 4. Ito yung hindi na nakikita ngayon sa panahon natin. Okay? Milagros confirmed that her grandmother, Otelia Sampayan, was actually salted fish and vegetables to augment the very little income of the family. She stated further that when Otelia died, Scholastica inherited the tiny business. Ayan, Milagros observed that sometimes helped her mother going around the villages. So mapapansin ninyo guys, yung pamilya niya is hindi mayaman. Okay? So, para lang makatulong sa gastusin is they actually salted fish and some vegetables sa mga villages. And eto, They preserve their vast or stored food supply for the whole year with the use of galum. It is a semi-concrete cover for jars. Ito yung pag alam nyo yung pinag-preservan nila ng suka sa binalunan. Di ba? Ang lalaki yung mga jars nila dyan. Yan. So, yan po yun. At the age of 5, Alas began working as a herd boy. What do we mean by herd boy? Herd boy? What do we mean? Sige nga kung alam ninyo. Yes, Mr. Vergara.
Nagpapastol po ng mga hayop, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So when we say herd boy, ito yung mga taga-pastol. Ayan. So at such young age, he could not have herded cows or carabaos, but also goats and sheep. And at the age of 13 po, pumunta siya ng Baguio to try his luck looking for a job. Hindi natin siya masisisi kasi nga mahirap po yung kalagayan nila. That's why at the age of young age, is nakipagsapalaran na siya. After so much hardship, he finally found a job offered by Miss Mary Strandon, who hired him to push her wheelbarrow. Ano naman ang wheelbarrow? What is wheelbarrow? Guys, yes, Guillermo.
Ma'am, yan po yung tinutulak na ano? Ano yung exactly word na?
Yung kariton, if you
Opo,
are
ma'am. Yun po, ma'am.
familiar with a kariton, diba? So, yun po. Tagatulak siya ng kariton ni Miss Mary Stratton. Little is known about Ala's life in the Philippines because at a very young age, he went to America in search for greener pasture. Okay? So, ayan, tapos na ang ating Module 2. Ang Module 3 na natin is about Alas in his siblings' education na po. So, we will going to tackle that on next week. Okay. So, do you have question? May tanong po. Mabilis na ako magsalita, guys. Yes, Mr. Guillermo.
Ma'am, about po sa activity po, ma'am. Encoded po ba yung ipapasa sa OAP tapos printed po yung ipapasa sa face-to-face, ma'am?
Oo, printed. But, hindi naman na, hindi ko na kayo ina-oblige na magpasa sa OAP. Naglagay ko lang ka ng naglagay lang ako ng deadline kasi nga hindi siya mapopost pag walang deadline. So, okay lang kahit na hindi na kayo magpasa sa OAP as long as naipasa niyo yung hard copies. Kasi doon ako magbe-base ng scores ninyo for the activities ninyo. Okay?
Okay po, ma'am. Thank you po.
Okay. Any more question po? Guys, please do follow the tawag nan anong tawag nito? Format ha. Kung paano ko binigay yung format, ganun niyo siya sasagutan. 'Di ba? Naka-word type naman po siya. Ano tawag na dito? Pag yung question, after the question, lagay niyo yung sagot. Ganon. Wag niyo siyang babaguhin. Okay? Wag po nating babaguhin. Kasi may mga nagpasa ng question, tawag na dito, binago niya yung format, nakaalis yung logo, anon. Ganon siya. I will give minus points to those students na hindi nagfo-follow ng format. Siguro may mga bumalik na mga papel sa inyo na hindi ko tinanggap kasi may mga nagrereklamo na sa akin. Pero 'di ba, sabi ko naman sa inyo nung orientation natin na ang A4 po. So, sana walang ano 'no, walang tawag na dito, baka hindi tatanggapin pa rin 'to ni ma'am, gano'n sila. Pero hindi ko talaga tinanggap. So, I'm sorry. No.
Ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes?
yung A4 po, di ba 8/11 po yan?
Hindi po. 8/11 is ano siya, naka-long pa rin 'yun. Tama ba? Wait nga. Wait lang, i-check ko na lang bago ako magsasalita dito. Basta naka-A4 naman yung ano, eh, yung activity, eh. Yung layout niya naka-A4 na siya. So, bakit ano, makikita niyo naman doon. 8 by
Yung
11 is ano, short po 'yun. So, hindi. Okay, may tanong pa po? Yes, Miss Palaganas?
Ma'am, paano po yung ano, yung late? Kasi po kakapasok ko lang po ngayon.
What
Ma'am,
do
pwede
you
pa
mean
po
late?
ma'am, kasi po yung schedule ko ma'am, pabago-bago.
Nasa ano ba kita? Check ko kung nasa list
Ma'am,
naman kita.
ma'am, pwede po pa ano, ay magpasa pa ng activity?
Sige, isabay mo na lang sa pagpasa mo next na activity.
Sige po, thank you po ma'am.
Okay. Ano more concern? Yes, Ading? Rasga?
Ma'am, bukas na po ba namin ipapasa yung activity or pwede po next face-to-face meeting pa namin?
Next, ay bukas yung face-to-face yun, no?
Yes po ma'am.
Bukas nyo na ipasa kasi hindi naman mahirap yung activity 2 ngayon.
Okay po, thank you po ma'am.
Madali lang siya. May tanong pa po. Yes, Mr. Alardo.
Ma'am, pwede ba quick check po sa list niya kung meron po ako ma'am sa listahan niyo? Kasi sa ibang structure po wala pa daw po, naka-enlisted pa lang. Kahit enrolled na po ako.
Wala nga.
Pa-add po sana ma'am sa list niyo. Kasi naka-enrolled naman ako sa inyo ma'am sa Insti1. Block D po.
Sige, mag-refresh
Sige.
ako ng mag-refresh ako ng OAP mamaya.
Sige po ma'am, thank you po.
Okay.
Naka-enrolled naman ako ma'am.
Sige.
Sige
I-check
ma'am,
ko.
thank you.
Pero pag wala ka sa listahan pa rin, kahit na enrolled ka, kailangan mong ipaayos yun, no?
Sige po ma'am.
Okay. Sige. Ano more question? None? Okay, guys, prepare for your first quiz on Monday, ha? Post ko siya sa OAP. Follow the instruction that was given in OAP. Now, kapag sinabi doon na capital letter, caps lock ang pagsagot, caps lock po ang pagsagot. Okay? Walang magsasabi na, ma'am, sinagutan namin siya ng small letter. Mali yun. Kahit na tama yung sinagot ninyo, if you do not follow the instruction, imamali siya ni OAP. Diba? Okay. So, let us first check your attendance before kayo umalis. Ayan. Yung mga hindi ko mababanggit, hindi pa kasi na-refresh tong list ko dito, no? Kaya, baka hindi ako nabanggit ni ma'am, ganun. Acosta,
Present po.
Aquino, Aquino Jeffrey, wala. Absent. Bautista, Joanna.
Ma'am, present po.
Budkain,
Present po, ma'am.
Caleb. Aspe,
Present po, ma'am.
Consolacion,
Present po, ma'am.
Costales,
Present po, ma'am.
Cruz,
Present po, ma'am.
Desierto,
Present po, ma'am.
Distor, Distor, wala, absent. Parang nakita ko siya kanina. Erasga,
Present po, ma'am.
Spita,
Ma'am, present po, Espito.
Eulalio,
Present po, ma'am.
Felipe,
Present, ma'am.
wait lang. Okay, sige. Nasaan na nga eh? Nasaan na ako? Felix, Mark Francis, Ferrer, Lady Lynn, Coreliana,
Present po, ma'am.
Godoy,
Ma'am. Present po, ma'am.
Guillermo,
Present po, ma'am.
Legaspi, wala. Lemon,
Present po, ma'am.
Libaw,
Present po, ma'am.
Lotrania,
Present po, ma'am.
Morada,
Ma'am, present po.
Nasis,
Ma'am, present.
Narito,
Ma'am, present po, ma'am.
Pablo,
Present, ma'am.
Palaganas,
Present po, ma'am.
Palola,
Present po, ma'am.
Peralta,
Present po.
Pinlock.
Present, ma'am.
Ay, kala ko wala ka eh. Redito,
Present, ma'am.
Returban,
Present,
Salvador,
Present, ma'am.
Takipit,
Ma'am, present po.
Tana,
Present, ma'am.
Valdez,
Present po, ma'am.
Valenzuela, Arl Vincent, Vergara,
Present po, ma'am.
Viloria.
Present po, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, sa mga kaklase ninyo na naglo-lost connection, please secure po, no? Lalong-lalo na pag nag-attendance ako. Okay?
Attendance ko nga eh. Nakaka-overthink, ma'am. Baka naka-3 consecutive na ako. Delikado.
Okay, don't worry. May tracker naman ako dito. So, if ever man na naka tawag na dito, pumasok ka and hindi kita natawag, meron akong pag-checkan.
Sige po, ma'am. Sige po.
Okay. So, ano more question, guys? Nan? Okay, Nan. Sige. So, thank you for joining the class. Please wait for your activity 2 to be posted on our OAP. Then, please prepare on Monday for your first quiz. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Goodbye po, ma'am.
Thank you po, ma'am.